Well, in this week's episode of Squencher Outdoors, we're at my home lake in Branson, Missouri. Yep, you guessed it, Table Rock Lake. It's March 1st. We're gonna go out and try and throw some A-rigs today and see if we can get a big old bass. I don't know what's gonna happen, but man, it's beautiful out. So spring is here and it's time to get on the water. Alright guys, on this week's episode of Squencher Outdoors, I'm with my good buddy Randy from Boatworks. It's March 1st out, 70 degrees.
It's absolutely gorgeous day.
So I don't know what the fish are going to do. Some of them are probably going to start moving up shallow. I'm sure there's going to be some in the bluff ends. I guess we'll just go out and see what happens.
Go what happens, see what happens.
That's all you can do.
That's all we can do.
Let's do it.
Make a lot of casts.
Let me put some stuff in your boat and we'll go. Okay.
Squencher Outdoors would not be possible without the support of these great companies. The Resource Center, Ozark Mountain Outdoors, Mossy Oak Properties, Jim Butler Chevrolet, Lily's Landing Resort and Marina, Rustic Timbers Furniture Company, Hot Shot Archery, Vortex Optics, Magnus Broadheads, Boatworks Performance Specialists, Baitworks for all your fishing bait and tackle needs, and of course our friends at Squencher.
Alright guys, like I said, it's March 1st. It's nearly 70 degrees today. And what we're going to do is we're going to start out on a bluff end and see if we can find some fish that are suspended in the tops of the trees on an A-rig. And then we may run around and throw a wiggle wart or something else today. But this is usually the first lure that catches the nicest bass early in the spring. And if Randy can get us on top of the tree here, we'll be in business. Man, guys, the water temperature's really starting to jump up. It's 48 degrees.
I like using the lighter wire hooks. They're still strong, but it saves a lot of you can get on top of hanging at these treetops and getting the bait back. It's amazing when this bait come out. I thought it was a 365-year-a-day bait, and it is not.
No, when that water temperature hits about 58, it's over.
It's over, and it blows my mind. When this first came out, I thought, man, structure fishing, post spawn, crankbait, and put all that up. No, they quit hitting it for some reason. Why, I do not know.
Even when they're schooling, they won't hit it.
Yeah, they won't hit it.
That makes no sense.
You can throw a single grub out there and catch one, and you'd think. But like everything, they get used to it. They got wise to it. It ain't nothing like it was when for that first 3 or 4 years that it was out. It was absolutely ridiculous. There was several tournaments I fished. A 23, 24-pound bag, it did not catch a check. Catch a check, and they was paying 10 places. And it'd take 30 to win it, but everybody had it.
Yeah, when I first moved down here, everybody's like, oh, on Timberrock, you got to use 6-pound test line and light stuff, and now we're throwing 50-pound braid with wires.
Yes, exactly.
Looks like set up perfect right here.
No, it does. It looks really, really good. The wind, everything. But they don't read the same books we do, I promise you. No, they don't. See, it was a coward. It knew it was going to happen, so it messed itself up for it wouldn't get bit.
Nothing like getting your arm broken on one of these knowing something.
Oh, they do. I mean,
especially down here, you might get a big old smallmouth.
yeah, exactly. In smallmouth, I've hooked something in that was 3 pounds, and I'd have swore it was 7, 8 pounder. But they've seen so many of these now, they sit there and look at them, and they go, that's a...
That, exactly.
Yeah.
But you gotta just find a fish.
Could we have caught one on a single toe grub right now? Probably.
Yeah.
Maybe.
You know?
I don't know. That's all I ever used to throw on a guy trip was a smoke, salt and pepper grub. Zoom.
With red flake from, yeah, and then they quit making it.
Yeah. And I haven't even thrown it in 5 years. It's almost just a straight west wind, isn't it?
Oh yeah, fishing's the best. Where you at, boys?
About to move.
Are you ready for a better way to buy a boat? Boatworks has reinvented the boat dealership experience. Customer appreciation, service, our friendly staff will make owning your next boat simple. We offer premium brands like Basscat, Camus, Skeeter, and more. Boatworks isn't just about serious fishing. From our premium pontoon lines and wake boats, we've got you covered. Come visit us at our locations in Springfield, Missouri or Lake of the Ozarks. Boatworks, a better way to buy a boat.
The Squitcher Outdoors team is always on the move, and we depend on Jim Butler Chevrolet in Fenton, Missouri to get us where we need to go. With the largest selection of Chevy trucks at unbeatable prices, it doesn't make sense to go anywhere else. Sales manager Alex Cox and our buddy Scott Johnson promise to put you in a vehicle at a price you're not going to believe. Jim Butler Chevrolet not only has unbeatable prices, but a service and finance department that will treat you like family. Call Scott Johnson right now and let Butler Chevrolet show you why we won't buy from anyone else.
Right here.
Everywhere that we think looks good.
No, exactly. We're going to go where we think the least likely to start the fish and see if we see it.
Hard to believe it's March 1st already.
Yes. Yeah, compared to what it was last year. Ice everywhere and cold as all get out.
Guys, on the A-rig this time of year, you want to make sure you fish it all the way back to the boat because you never know where you're going to get a bite at. They may follow it all the way back out before they hit it.
And it's hard a lot of times they come up and they'll just nip it or smack it and they're actually slapping at it. It's hard to resist not setting the hook, but a lot of times you'll just keep reeling and they'll finally load up on it.
Probably should have put some sunscreen on today. Cooked before it's over.
I'm surprised right here we didn't. Yeah, I thought that a lot yesterday too.
Yeah, everywhere looks good.
Yeah, I thought, oh, the right here's gonna be a spot. Just for one. Loaded up, we're gonna be stacked. But yesterday I couldn't get them to react to it. I could reel it through it and they'd either scatter or they'd just turn down, but they would not.
They didn't want to have any part of it.
No, they didn't want to have any part of it.
Man, they built some condos by our house, haven't they? All those VRBOs up there.
Well, how long you lived here now?
Yeah, 30. We done with winter, you think?
No, I think we'll have a couple more
Cold,
snaps.
right?
Yeah, but that's it. I mean, hopefully it is.
It's
I forget a few years ago when I was running, I guess it's been 6-7 years ago, on May 7th, I was running the Solo Pro tournament and I actually thought I was going to cancel because Stockton then got 6.5 inches of snow.
in May.
In May 7th. I'll never forget that happened, and I thought I was going to have to cancel the tournament because of snow.
Go grab that.
Cleared back up.
This time of year, though, when it gets cold, it just doesn't. It don't last.
No, it don't last. That's the good.
Waiting for something to just knock the rod out of my hand.
No, that's what I keep waiting. I ain't gave up that thought yet.
I'm not either. We're not going to give it up. Couldn't take it, could you?
I'm actually surprised because a lot of times on the days like that you don't get bit on this thing or something like that, we'll get bit a little.
Especially when I'm casting it.
Yeah, just something
Yeah,
little.
so.
It is amazing that a smallmouth will hit this. You know,
Yes.
like I'm serious. When we came here when we were a kid, everybody's like, "Oh, you got to use 6-pound test line," and you know,
Yeah.
you'll never catch a bass on Table Rock. 50-pound braid.
Well, I come down here when they come out and stuff. Jim Love was with you and asked him about it. I painted the whole rig. I painted school bus yellow and put neon yellow back and caught 15 pounds that day on it. And I mean, the thing, it looked like a school bus coming through the water. And I was just showing, I said, you know, this is and you could. I mean, 25 foot deep, you see this thing coming up at you. And I caught fish on it that day. And you're like, what in the world?
What's going on here?
Yeah.
See anything? Hey John, I bought that ATV and I need a quote fast. But man, I gotta go. Here comes a buck.
The Resource Center serving Branson and Springfield, Missouri specializes in home, auto, motorcycle, and recreational vehicle insurance.
Hey Tony, here's the insurance for your four-wheeler and your ID card. Glad we could get you back in the woods.
Appreciate it, man. I can't believe you guys got it done so fast. I got plenty of time. I'm gonna go hit the trees right now.
I'm gonna be right behind you.
If you're hunting for top coverage at a great rate, call John Schaefer at the Resource Center and let him save you some big bucks. Rustic Timbers Furniture in beautiful Branson West is located on Highway 76. Rustic Timber specializes in rugged handcrafted furniture for your home, lodge, or cabin. Rustic Timbers Furniture offers decor for virtually every room in your home or business. Their products are made in America and are designed to last a lifetime. Their knowledgeable staff is there to answer any of your interior decor questions. You'll find everything from bedroom and living room furniture to taxidermy, wall decor, and much more. Rustic Timbers Furniture has everything to fit your rustic style.
Guys, we've tried some bluff ends and some brush piles and some other stuff, and we haven't really had a lot of success. So we're moving in here. We're going to fish around the boat docks a little bit and see if there's anything hanging out in here.
Yeah, I mean, they just.
I mean, he actually looked at it.
Yeah, he went up. He come out. I mean, he come up off the bottom and chased it. Come right up on it. And you got their curiosity.
Those fish were following it up and down. I was just jigging it like a spoon.
Yeah, it's
Right.
just like this, just falling up and then go right back down.
Keeping my bait down there at about 20 foot.
Yeah, no.
There he is.
Got the net.
I got 50 pound rig.
Swing it in, baby.
There it is. A Spartacus bass, other known as a big old Kentucky bass.
All right, guys, we're working for him today, man. You can feel this fish like I can feel it. It's as cold as a popsicle, but we're on the board.
Difference.
While Randy's retiring, I'm just going to catch another one. I'm not going to wait for him, guys.
I would. They've met me before. This is Randy No Fish.
All right, we're at 38 foot, and that fish was about halfway back to the boat. And he was about 20 foot down. We haven't even hit the other side yet. When the wind's blowing. There's a, oh, that's a good one. Hey, Randy, scoop on it.
Yep.
Oh, that's a nice one there. Smallmouth.
Yes. And there he is.
It's got him double hooked. All right, guys, like I said, man, we've hit a bunch of different spots today, and in the early spring like this, sometimes you ain't gonna catch them everywhere. You just gotta keep moving around until you actually catch one. Now, what makes fish be on this side and not on the other side?
I don't know.
It's so
What
aggravating,
gets
isn't
me
it?
is like at those arcs, you'll fish and you'll catch them in a dock stall, and there's a couple of docks up there I can go to, and it looks completely the same all the way down, and I can usually catch 2 or 3 out of each stall, and there's 30 stalls on that dock, and you go, why?
Yeah, watch.
Why? Gene Godwin, a guy I learned more from fishing than anybody. He got some old pictures, and he won back in like 1974, 75 up here, won a big regional tournament, and it's at Port of Kimberlin, and he's got his picture, and in the background it looks like Truman Lake. There's so much timber in the back of that picture.
Cool. Really?
That just is unreal. I mean, that's what you thought it was like, oh, that, and he goes, nope, that's where it was at. But they've cut it all down. And
Now there's a Boatworks tournament that's jerkbait only. What, the
that's
13th?
Yes, or the 12th.
The 12th?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually running it. We done one last year. We had almost 80 boats in it.
Everybody loves that, dude.
And it's just, yeah, it's just something
It's just
different.
old school.
Yeah, it's just old
like,
school.
hey,
Jerkbait only,
let's set
that's
them
it.
down.
We bring in a polygraph and stuff. We have Tim Williams comes in and does our polygraph for us.
It's sad that like no one ever uses the old Smithwick
No,
rod.
exactly.
You know,
Yep.
that's all we used to use in the wintertime.
Oh,
I can't really cast that. That thing kills my hand.
yeah. You can't.
After you fish with that all day,
Right,
if you
yeah.
jerk it right and you twitch it right, your arm will fall off by the
See, I
end
don't
of it.
get guys that are like, man, you can't throw an A-rig all day.
Hey, he's just lobbing it out there.
It's just lob it.
Like throwing a dough ball,
Yeah.
catfishing. That's what it's like. Baitworks is Springfield, Missouri's premier tackle shop, owned and operated by fishermen. We carry all the brands, accessories, and knowledge you need to be ready for your next catch. We sell all the top brands like Mega Bass, Strike King, Zoom, Rapala, and hundreds of others. It doesn't matter what region you're from or what season we're in. We've got you covered. Come check out our store in person or visit our website at www.baitworks.com, and we'll get you ready for your next fishing adventure.
Ozark Mountain Outdoors is a full-service archery shop located in Branson West. With a large selection of top brand bows like Matthews, Hoyt, Bowtech, Bear, and more, you can find all the latest models, along with a wide variety of leading arrows from Easton, Victory, and others. And if by chance they don't have what you're looking for, they'll handle your special order. With a 25-yard indoor range and a full-service center, Ozark Mountain Outdoors has everything you need to get you ready for the woods. Ozark Mountain also offers land management services, help with food plots, and a whole lot more. If it's archery related, Ozark Mountain Outdoors has you covered.
The last 2 years, how many times has the tournament been won on an underspin versus an A-rig?
Yeah, no, and like I said, it's changed. And last year, the water conditions was perfect. I mean, Lake of the Ozarks, like this time of year up there, I can't compete with them on an A-rig if they get on that bite. Now, last year, I won a half a dozen tournaments, cashed a check in 10 others, but the lake was absolutely trashed and it was mud, and they couldn't throw the A-rig. And not saying that that's all they done, but it just
it took them out of the
when it got
picture.
really, really tough. Yes.
But what bait would you have used where I just caught those two fish? Those fish that are suspended in 20 foot of water.
That's what it is. You
I mean,
can't. There ain't no.
Maybe you could have
Your
caught them
swim
on
bait,
your
that's
bait.
it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean like a grub or something like that, just single tail grub, and that's it. But I mean, as far as that, I mean, to me, that'd be the only thing you could do.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Habitat Taxidermy.
The official taxidermist for the Squincher Outdoors team. Call David Vessel at Habitat Taxidermy at 417-840-0058 and preserve your memory of a lifetime.
There he is. Decent fish.
Medium. Fish. Oh, he come off.
It was a stick.
Yes, it was not a stick. 33 foot, and that fish was about halfway back to the boat, so he's probably suspended out there 12, 15 foot. You guys, we've been keeping the boat in about 36 foot today. Seems to be about the magic number, and most of the bites have come about halfway back to the boat. That's you right on the bottom. That's a fish, wasn't it?
There is a fish, folks. I finally done it.
I saw your bait now.
Yes,
I
was
saw your
watching the
bait down
and I
there.
looked up. Oh my God, guys!
Probably going to be a big one, to be bigger than it. Oh, that's a dandy.
Bring him in.
Oh, he's just going to force him in.
Yes. And we can do
He
it.
throws his rod. Oh, he gets excited,
I got
guys.
excited, guys. It ain't very often that you get to do this.
Well, there you go. And that's a largemouth bass, so now we have caught one of each. Well, he choked it too.
Yes. And barely even tacked it.
That's what I said, they're barely bumping it. All right, I'm out fishing him, so I think we should go ahead and quit.
Call it quits now.
Let's call it quit before you catch one more fish. Don't you dare do that. There's one.
There he is. Same they should have been here.
And they were here. We just
They
didn't
was
catch
there
them.
earlier. Yep.
Well, there's a real one.
Yep. That's a good fat little spot.
I had to
Yes.
catch one. I didn't want you to get
Exactly.
ahead of me
Get it.
again. See
Right
again.
there in that little eddy.
Well, we were getting ready to quit, but I think we're going to have to make a few more casts.
Couple more.
All right, Randy, I really appreciate you letting the Squincher Outdoors team come
Thank
down
you.
and fish with you today. Hey, guys, we had a pretty good day throwing an A-rig. He caught one on a jerkbait, just having a good time. It's March 1st, so fishing season's upon us. Do you guys have boats in stock in Springfield right now?
Yes, we've got almost 100 boats in stock between our two locations, between Lake of the Ozarks and Springfield.
And we're talking bass boats, pontoon boats, john boats, ski boats, wakeboard
Everything,
boats.
Yes, whatever you have. If you enjoyment on the water, from fishing to watercraft, whatever you want, we can definitely fix you up and get you in ready for the season started. We got a great service department. We gladly take that. Our tackle shop is second to none. Definitely come in and check out all of our crew. It's run by fishermen for fishermen.
All right, at the end of the show, I'll put up all their information, guys. Give them guys a shout. They'll take care of you. Man, I appreciate it. Let's head to the house.
Thank you.